Have you ever wondered why someone with a master's degree, a high-ranking corporate title, and a six-figure salary can still feel like they're drowning? It's an uncomfortable observation, but in the modern West, intelligence is no longer a safeguard against financial fragility. In fact, being smart often makes you more susceptible to a specific kind of financial trap, one that is built on logic, justified by social norms, and fueled by a fundamental misunderstanding of what wealth actually is. Let's look at a typical professional in their early 30s. We'll call him Thomas. Thomas lives in a major city, perhaps Munich or Chicago. He earns $8,000 a month after tax. By most global standards, Thomas is in the top 5% of earners. He is objectively smart. But if you look at Thomas's bank statement at the end of the month, the math tells a different story. His apartment, a sleek, modern space in a good zip code, costs $2,800. It's a high price, but Thomas justifies it because it's close to work and matches his professional standing. Then there's the car. It's a German-engineered SUV, leased for $700 a month. To Thomas, this isn't a luxury, it's a reliable tool for his commute. Add in $500 for student loan repayments, $1,200 for dining out and high-end groceries, and $400 for various subscriptions and lifestyle memberships. After utility bills and basic living expenses, Thomas is left with maybe $800. One unexpected dental emergency or a minor car repair, and that margin disappears. The mistake Thomas is making, the same mistake thousands of high-earning professionals make, is confusing cash flow with wealth. Thomas isn't wealthy, he is merely a high-volume conduit for money. The money enters his account, pauses for a moment, and then leaves to pay for the lives of people who actually own the assets he uses. Let's look at the simple math of the car. Thomas sees a $700 monthly payment. He thinks he can afford it because $700 is less than $8,000. But the real cost of that car isn't $700. If Thomas had bought a modest, used vehicle for cash and invested that $700 into a broad market index fund yielding a conservative 7%, in 10 years he would have roughly $120,000. Instead, in 10 years, Thomas will have a decade of repair receipts and a vehicle worth a fraction of its original price. The smart person's logic focuses on the monthly payment. The financially intelligent person's logic focuses on the opportunity cost. Why do smart people fall for this? The psychological reason is something called rationalized consumption. Highly intelligent people are very good at creating complex, logical narratives to justify emotional desires. Because they are smart, they can convince themselves that the $150 dinner was networking, or that the expensive gym membership is an investment in health, or that the luxury apartment is necessary for mental clarity. They use their intellect to build a cage of logic around their lifestyle inflation. They are also highly sensitive to relative deprivation. When everyone in your peer group is driving a Tesla and vacationing in the Algarve, your brain stops seeing those things as luxuries and starts seeing them as the baseline for a normal life. The long-term impact of this behavior is the golden handcuff effect. When your overhead matches your high income, you lose your most valuable asset, your agency. You cannot quit a job you hate. You cannot start a business. You cannot take a 6-month sabbatical to recharge. You are effectively a high-paid servant to your own lifestyle. Financially intelligent people view money differently. They don't see it as a tool for status. They see it as a tool for time. They understand that every dollar spent on a depreciating asset is a piece of their future freedom being traded away. They prioritize margin, the gap between what they earn and what they spend. They don't care about looking successful to people they don't even like. They care about the peace of mind that comes from knowing that if their income disappeared tomorrow, their life wouldn't collapse. Wealth isn't about being a genius or finding a secret investment. It's about having the emotional discipline to reject the standard script of the middle class. It's about realizing that being smart at work doesn't matter if you're being foolish with your freedom. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars not bought, the designer clothes left on the rack, and the expensive apartments declined in favor of something modest. It's the quiet power of having nothing to prove. If this perspective resonated with you, you might find value in subscribing. We'll be exploring more of these ideas in the coming weeks. Thank you for watching.